from Akwaba the Badazi TV, so we video and so MY Media on Facebook and a smile for Mike on film. So I believe no Kasebe Piemu our African Unity Monument. Where we Accra, young fan say Udu Hase. Yeah, this is Rich Runabout. Yes. So we do Rich Runabout to her. We say so we feel Rich Hospital neighbor. We say right, we African Republic Bank. Right opposite the Republic Bank, no, African Unity Monument. And I sabre be Pia, and I work with Traore. But I've seen friends of Sudan also here. I've seen a lot of people here who support to stand with the Burkinabe president Sabri. I think it's about time I say Africa liberate ourselves from the Western world. And I sabre the engagement at the bro does it. The baby PM has say because we make sure the baby who said Samira Yankasa former president, the first president of the Republic of Ghana, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, Nankasane Babaya, Samuel Nkrumah, Obaba, also and I've seen a couple of people also, and I'm Kwanswa Omoba. So this is the first time I'm about to say this is Africa Unity Monument. I see Accra, I say yes. So you can see from here, say, I rich. So you can see from here, I rich roundabout. Yes, and to do rich roundabout here. Meaning say be aware for Habebre, but I wouldn't say has any friend. Yes, this is Africa Unity Monument, and air course I have say. But you can see from here, this is the Sudanese community. Amongst also support the movement. The Sudanese community in Ghana stands and supported our people in Sudan and entire Africa, and we condemn the masquerade perpetrated by the Javid and the militia group rapid forces in Algeria. Okay, so we will know free until we are free. Africa must unite. Of course, the Arabic ones and also what has a friends, Sudanese community in Ghana, they are also here to also through their support at the LOC. So you can read the statement. They say, let me capture the statement for those who can also read Arabic. So now you can see one of the conveners, and so I engage the media no na in concrete.
So the last 12 months. Thank you so much.
So this is.
What does this man do? I can't this one up. I'm tired.
Today, as you can see,
I think
who be you?
Please, I'm standing before you guys here to just raise an awareness that what is going on in Sudan is really need your voice. Sudan needs your voice more than ever. I know a lot of you are witnessing. People are dying every single day, more than 1,000. Most of Sudanese fled and forced to leave their hometowns and live in a different countries, such as Kenya, South Sudan, Egypt, Chad, and continue to here in Ghana. Please, comrade, let us raise our voice and demand our voice to be heard as soon as possible. Sudanese people need your voice. Sudanese people need a peace. Sudanese people need to stay in Sudan, not in a different land. Sudan is belong to an African. Sudan is belong to a Sudanese. Please, comrades, I know today we are standing here to raise our voice as African, but bear with me and take a moment and watch what is going on in Sudan past about a decade. I'm here more than 10 years. I feel myself an African. I don't feel myself as a Sudanese. I feel myself a Ghanaian. I feel myself an Burkinabe. I feel myself as a Nigerian. Please, this is my message to the international community and humanitarian organizations to intervene or to come in to see the situation of Sudan and also force their strong diplomacy to end this war, which a Sudanese innocent are paying the price of this war.
We are not listening to the CNN. We have a media that we can listen to whatever Captain Ibrahim Traore is doing. So this time around, the youth of Africa, we are ever ready to fight for any good leader in our land. The resources of Africa must benefit the land of Africa. The resources of Africa must benefit our continent. Our youth are dying on the Mediterranean Sea. Our youth are dying in the desert. Our leaders are they not tired of seeing the youth of Africa being dying on the desert? Our leaders are they not tired of seeing the youth of Africa dying on the European land? Once we have everything, this today, they must unite. If that is what they say, they are united Africa. We need the unity of the continent of Africa, which is the only solution.
Resources. We want resources. We want freedom. Freedom. We want freedom.
Government has now put the same order on Ibrahim Traore. When General Langley got on TV and said Ibrahim Traore is a danger to the people of Burkina Faso and we need to go over there and save the people of Burkina Faso from Ibrahim Traore. That is a kill order. That is the same message that they put out on Muammar Gaddafi before they toppled Libya. And now the women in Libya, just like Sudan, are being raped. And the children are being sold in slave markets. And now Donald Trump got on a meeting just the other day and said even if we wanted to go into Libya, we can't because the situation has collapsed so bad, there is no more Libya. That is what the Western media has said. And that is what they want to do to Burkina Faso. Do not look and say this is Burkina Faso. It has nothing to do with Ghana. Because if they collapse Burkina Faso, it will spill over into Ghana. Definitely. Make no mistake about it. Yeah. So this is a test from God for everybody.
How does truth?
Because when Kwame and Nkrumah came, we are humans. We make mistakes. But we allowed the West to turn us against a yes. Yes. And we danced on top of his broken statues. And we celebrated when he was overthrown. He was all over the continent building what we know as the Casablanca Group, which was a Pan-African group, the first group to say United Africa now. And they put the Moravian Group to say, in the least time possible. Well, 60 years have passed, and now Ibrahim Traore says time to continue what Thomas Sankara started, and they say, oh, not yet, not yet, not yet. We see that the Casablanca Group was right, and the Moravian Group was wrong.
Yeah.
It is time for us to right our errors and our wrongs.
Yes.
There is plenty of reason for us to take this personal, because Kwame Nkrumah is watching us right now.
Right now.
Yes. And he said, if you want to be free as Ghanaians, show me that you have changed.
Yes. Right now.
Show me that your mentality is different. It is our time. There is a new Casablanca group, and it is called the Sahel. And Chad is rising to join. Yes. Senegal is rising to join.
Yes.
And as this man, Ibrahim Traore, survives, more will join. We have a president that says, I see Congo. And when I get things stabilized here, we go into Congo. How many African presidents have said that?
No.
We have a president that says, I see Sudan. And when I get things straight in Burkina Faso, we go into Sudan. How many African presidents are talking like that?
No one.
So if we keep this man alive and protect this man with our lives, this man is setting the blueprint for the united Africa that Kwame and Nkrumah always wanted. Yes. We must be willing to die for him, but we must also be willing to live for him. Make this message and make this name known all around. I should not speak to any Ghanaian that does not know who Ibrahim Traore is. We should all know, because he is us and we are him. And my job as Hakeem Royce of Glue Nation, God, Love, Unity, and Enlightenment is to bring black diasporian investors and builders here from the West. But are we ready?
That's the question.
Are we ready? Do we have control of our resources? Do we have sovereignty over our land? Or will the people continue to come and say, Africa's not ready yet? Maybe everything that the West and all of the narratives that the West has put out about Africa is true. We have to write our own story. We have to tell our own narratives so that diasporians will want to come back here. Plumbers, builders, infrastructure, people that would invest in the different sectors. They want to come, but they see the wars and they say, are we ready? They see what's going on in Ivory Coast with the Ivory Coast president training jihadists to go into Burkina Faso and overthrow Ibrahim Traore.
Babylon.
In the West, Babylon uses these things to keep people from coming back and helping to build the continent. Let us show the world that we are ready for repatriation and that we are ready for the diasporians to come home. Tell these Babylonians to get out so we can make room for our people to come back. I am a slave that was taken 400 years ago.
Definitely.
And I have returned, and more of us is coming. Let us show them that they are coming back to something. Something better than imperialism. Something better than subjugation. Something better than slavery, which is all we have in America. Yes! Show them that we're building something here in Africa that they can't get anywhere else in the diaspora. In the words of Marcus Garvey, Africa for Africans. Africa for Africans. Africa for Africans. Africa for Africans.
Sorry, come in.
And tell us that we can be free unless they leave Africa, unless they go to their continent, America or Britain, wherever, to go and bring their embassy over there. Their embassy are here. So since we want to fight to have our own independence as African, for Africa to be united, we are asking Africa president to let British embassy, American embassy, go to wherever they come from, so that we can be free and be free forever. Thank you.
Hands off Africa.
Africa must be free.
Hands off Africa.
Africa must be free.
Hands off Africa.
Africa must be free.
Work with Traore.
Africa must unite.
Work with Traore.
Africa must unite.
Work with Traore.
Africa must unite.
Hands off Africa.
Africa must be free.
Hands off Africa.
Africa must be free.
Hands off Africa.
Africa must be free.
Work with Traore.
Africa must unite.
Work with Traore.
Africa must unite.
Work with Traore.
Africa must unite.
Hands off Africa.
Africa must be free.
Hands off Africa.
Africa must be free.
Walk with Traore.
Africa must unite.
Walk with Traore.
Africa must unite. Africa must be free. Africa must be free.
Walk is not just for Burkina Faso, but it's for all of Africa. And we need everyone to be part of this. If you're watching this come out, let's work together.
What was the message?
So yes, we are standing in solidarity with the people of Burkina Faso and Traore. Now, if you cast your mind back a few weeks ago, right, there was a very offensive or or combative stance of America and France against Traore and the people of Burkina Faso. We're saying for a very long time we've stood back and we've watched our leaders fall victim to some of these attacks. But this time around we're saying we're standing with the people of Burkina Faso and their leader Ibrahim Traore, and we're saying hands off Africa. That any attack on Burkina Faso will be seen as an attack on every other person in Africa. Any attack on Burkina Faso and the people of Burkina Faso and their leader would be considered an attack on all of Africa. And that's why you're having a solidarity walk to say we are together in this march, we are all in this fight together, and Africa is united. Yes.
Wow, so Africa was united. What do you also say?
Yes, so it's significant that we're marching today because today is the AU Day. Today happens to be Africa Liberation Day as well. And since all of this is in reclaiming our position as a free and sovereign nation, we believe this will be a very historical moment for us to march. And we are marching on this date. Yes. Wow. Yes. That's right.
It's an injury to all. An injury to all.
It's an injury to all.
An injury to all.
Eye for eye. Boot for boot.
This time, no way.
Eye for eye.
This time, no way.
Boot for boot.
This time, no way.
Eye for eye.
This time, no way.
A boot for a boot.
They must stop stealing your resources. This time, no way.
Eye for eye.
This time, no way.
A boot for a boot.
This time, no way.
Eye for eye.
This time, no way.
A boot for a boot.
They must stop making you feel that you are inferior. You are Africans. You are beautiful. This time, no way.
Eye for eye.
This time, no way.
A boot for a boot.
This time, no way.
An eye for an eye.
This time, no way.
A boot for a boot. Africa must be free. Africa must be free. An eye for an eye. It's an injury to all.
An injury to one.
It's an injury to all.
An injury to one.
It's an injury to all.
An injury to one.
It's an injury to all.
An injury to one.
It's an injury to all.
An injury to one.
It's an injury to all.
Walk with Traore.
Africa must unite.
Walk with Traore.
Africa must unite.
Walk with Traore.
Africa must unite.
Hands off Africa.
Africa must be free.
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 Walk with Traore.
Africa must unite.
Walk with Traore.
Africa must unite.
Walk with Traore.
Africa must unite.
Sankara Traore.
The value is the same.
Sankara Traore.
The value is the same.
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump Macaroni.
The value is the same.
Donald Trump Macaroni.
The value is the same.
Sankara
Traore.
Traore. The value
is the same.
Sankara Traore.
The value is the same.
Sankara Traore.
The value is the same.
Donald Trump Macaroni.
The value is the same.
Donald Trump Macaroni.
The value is the same.
Sankara.
No way.
Africa must be free.
No way. No way. No way. No way. No way. No way.
The fellow that do cameraman work best. Because most of the time we come protest, I know they get video, I know they get video. Okay, my
No way. No way. No way. That's all. That's all.
we will not take it anymore. So as you walk, hold your flags high, hold your placards high, hold your chins high, because you are African and that is beautiful. So hands off Africa!
Africa must be free.
Hands off Africa!
Africa must be free.
Can't go!
And tell us that we can be free unless they leave Africa, unless they go to their continent, America or Britain, wherever, to go and bring their embassy over there. Their embassy are here. So since we want to fight to have our own independence as African, for Africa to be united, we are asking Africa president to let British embassy, American embassy, go to wherever they come from, so that we can be free and be free forever. Thank you.
We have witnessed the murder of Huey P. Newton. And now the condition in America is an almost post-apocalyptic condition of where everybody who is...
Please come to this very spot here. We will be leaving after everyone has collected their t-shirts. Thank you very much, comrades.
Jesus to carry our forefathers away, turn them into slaves. We were turned into charters of water. We were turned into housemaids in their homes. They are here in the present form in our politicians. They use our own people to exploit our resources, and the masses of our people are suffering. All we are saying is that the resources must serve us as Africans, and if we must trade with the rest of the world, we trade with them on a fair terms. Yes. They cannot come here and determine to us how much we sell our resources to them. We must define our own educational system, a system that serves our children, not what we import here. Our democracy that we practice on the continent must be defined by us Africans. Yes. We cannot continue practicing a borrowed system that exploits all our resources to serve the West. That must stop. We are here and we are standing with our brother Traore, who has started a course. And let me remind all of us here, the course that the brother has started must involve all of us. Yes. Because if we fail, we will go back and I don't know how far we will have to come again. This is the time, and we are standing with Brother Traore to tell the whole of Africa that we must come together. I am not seen because I am from Ghana. I am treated the way I am treated because of my skin. Yes. It doesn't matter whether you speak English, you speak French, or whatever language you speak. We all face the same challenges. Let's come together and build the Africa that will serve us as Africans. Work with Traore.
Africa must unite.
Yeah, I just have a few things to say. All right, I just have a few things to say. I just want to talk to our brothers and sisters out here that it's about time that we put religion and tribalism aside and put our color first as Africans. You understand me? Because as we are here right now, I don't know where you're from, you don't know where I'm from. You understand? But we share the same common thing. That is our color. You understand me? These people come here, they use our own people. Yesterday, I saw something on TikTok. There is an actor here in Ghana. I don't want to mention his name. He's an actor, a musician, a content creator. And then he's trying to put a project out there. I don't know if it is a skit or a movie or something like that. Yeah, and then he was like, some people met him 12 a.m. midnight and paid him money to stop what he's doing. What is he doing? He's trying to tell stories about Ibrahim Traore, what Traore is doing. And the title of the movie is Ibrahim Traore, the last African hero. You understand me? And they paid him to stop. And this person who came to meet him, he was speaking fluent Tree, which means they are living amongst us. They are using our own people to fight us. And this fight, we are not only fighting the Europeans. We are fighting Europeans and we are fighting our fellow black Africans. We are fighting Europeans and we are fighting Africans as well. So it's about time we Africans come together and put religion and tribalism aside. I respect whatever you believe in. You are a Muslim. I myself am a Muslim. You are a Christian, you are whatever, believe in whatever you want to believe in. But don't see me to be different just because I belong to a different religion. No, we are all one. We share the same ancestors. We share the same struggles. We share the same struggles. We are not free till date. We are not free. They are still enslaving us. You think slavery is over? No, it is not over. We are enslaved here. We are still slaves here, up here. It's about time See, we can come out here, make noise, blah, 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 and we'll go back home and still see each other as enemies.
Yes.
You understand me? So if you don't free ourselves here, there is no way we can free ourselves from the chains. Thank you very much.
Thank you, brother. Africa must unite. Walk with Traore. Africa must unite. An eye for an eye. A boot for a boot. Thank you very much. I'm also Enoch from ARI Ghana chapter. I'm here to also sensitize us on what is going on around us that is killing us softly. In Africa, we have all the resources that makes the world. When I'm talking about the world, every other continent apart from Africa depends on us. Yes. We have all the resources that human needs to survive on this earth. Yes. We are the richest of all. But why must we be begging? We can't go out there and be begging those who are stealing from us.
No.
It can never happen. Why would you keep your property for somebody to come and just find a way to steal it? Through our own leaders, our so-called leaders who are actually killing us softly. They are the people that are enslaving us. And today, we as an African, we are here to fight against such leaders. In fact, any leader that will stand against the well-being of Africa will also be fought.
Yes.
Boot for a boot.
Eye for an eye.
In fact, most of these leaders are from our homes. It is time we begin to talk to them. I know there are some of us here who has access to our presidents, our ministers, and so on and so forth. Please, let us use this opportunity to let them know that Africa is now awakened. It is no more the sleeping Africa we know. And so we are here as one people. We are going to fight under one umbrella. If it is war, we will stand with Ibrahim Traore because he has actually set an example for the whole African presidents or let's say leaders to emulate. In fact, today as I'm talking, within 4 years, now in Burkina, you will go to school from creche to your university and it is free. Are these things that African leaders cannot do? They can do much more better. Please, we are here to fight and fight for our better future. Africa must unite.
Africa must be free.
Thank you.
And that, I'm going to do and so Ghana ha too low oil. I'm going to move to your oil. Anglo gold, I'm going to your gold. Yeah, cocoa na coin fan. It's yan day home. Condition am and pendifuno, there be a bet your more edging. And I was saying, I agent house and that yeah, man, and Cosso. Yes, sorry, Madame Assay.
Hands off Africa!
Africa must be free.
Hands off Africa!
Africa must be free.
Work with Traore!
Africa must unite.
My name is